Hello, I'm Asase, and if this is your first time coming to my channel, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to see me and to hear me. I was going to do a whole introduction, but that is not my style. That is not who I am. I can tell you where I've been. I can tell you what I've done. I can tell you stories upon stories upon stories, but to keep it short, and to keep it sweet, I am a spiritualist. I am an artist. I am a seer. I am a creator. I am everything that I am. That's how I feel about it. I don't like to put myself in a box. I am whatever you need me to be as long as you receive the message. As long as you receive the message. So I don't really do the titles. I don't really put myself in boxes. I probably will as the years go on, but as of right now, I am content with just being me. I am here to talk about the 9-year. We are under a different kind of energy. We talk about the age of Aquarius. We talk about how we just moved from Pisces into the age of Aquarius. We talk about the unfolding of this system. We talk about how there is a split in consciousness, and all of this is real, and now we are seeing it. It is no longer a conspiracy. It is no longer people's opinions. It is no longer hidden. Everything is revealed. It is out. It is in the open. It is loud. It is bold, and it is here. There is a split in consciousness with people who are saying, I want freedom. I want liberation. This isn't right. This system isn't working. I'm tired of existing under oppression. I want to be free. I want everybody to be free. And then there are people who are saying, we have money. This system benefits me. Why are people complaining? Those that are awakening and are awake, and those that are asleep and choose to be asleep. Because this is what people fail to realize. This year is all about your decision making. The energy is what it is, but you have the choice always to decide. You have the free will always to decide. Even if somebody physically keeps you in bondage, mentally, you have the choice to be free. So I wanted to deeper explain what this 9 years is going to entail. I've been speaking on TikTok. I've been speaking on Facebook. I've been speaking on Instagram. I've been speaking in my immediate circles. I have been speaking for years, and now I feel like I have the platform and I'm underneath the energy where I can be heard. I can be heard. Freedom. So when we talk about the 9-year of wisdom, transformation, growth, that's my domain. That is who I am. That is why I am here. So I am honored to be in this space, because for a lot of spiritualists, and this is to the people, if you're a spiritual intuitive reader like I was, if you are a spiritualist in any form, you do magic, you do whatever it is that you do, you're just on your own personal spiritual journey, you're on your healing journey, your self-love journey, all of the journeys. If you are that person, you know what I'm talking about when I say that you go through things a little bit ahead of the collective. So what people are experiencing now, you have been experiencing for months, years, weeks, days. You maybe experience the energy shifts a little bit ahead of time, because you are the one that is supposed to help navigate people through this energy. You can say, I've been there, I've done that, baby, I just got through going through it. Here's what I did. I'm not saying I am 100% correct. I can only tell you from my experience what helped me navigate this energy. So that is what I am here to do today. The first thing I want to talk about, I've been yapping about it nonstop, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop because it's so important. The one thing that I have been talking about is our parents. Underneath this energy of the 9-year, where it is all about wrapping things up, I love the symbol of the circle because it is whole and it is complete. It is whole and it is complete. So childhood traumas, things that happened to you as you grew up, boop, 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 all of your life. And this is a thing too, it's here for our parents as well. So when I say your parents, I mean generational. It's a generational healing that's taking place, a generational closing that is taking place. But I want to speak to Gen Z because I am Gen Z. And baby, when we talk about the brunt of the issues, they hate us, ain't it? They can't stand us, ain't it? Millennials too, but they really can't stand us because we're talking. All of the things that have been swept underneath the rug, we're talking, we're voicing it, because we must be free. We must free our lineage. Our lineage, our ancestors are calling out for healing. There are those that have been chosen to speak the truth. So energetically, you can elevate. Energetically, you can free your ancestors from bondage. So, parents, there is going to be a lot of things happening with our parents, a lot of realizations. Some people, and I'm sorry to be blunt like this, but it's just the truth. Some people are going to wake up one day and decide that their parent is never going to change, and they accept that wholeheartedly and they let it be and they let it go. Some people are going to have that tough conversation with their parent, and their parent will be receptive or will not be receptive. And then decision making, because it's all about decisions, you will decide how to move forward after they give you whatever reaction they give you, right? For some people, it's just layered, right? It's everybody's individual journey, but I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to escape it. Like, I'm pre-warning you. This is literally what this is for, because I'm telling y'all, like, hey, hello, this is the cheat code. I'm telling y'all what is going to come up, so you're not surprised. You're not surprised, and you're not like, okay, running like a chicken with its head cut off because you don't know how to navigate it. Baby, you're going to have to deal with what your parents did to you. You're going to have to deal with who your parents are. You're going to have to deal with what curses are running in your bloodline, what curses are running in your family. You are going to have to deal with your parents' hurt, your parents' trauma, and sometimes that means holding a space for them so that they can finally tell you their story, so you can understand what is within your bloodline, what is within your lineage, what is within your parents, so that you make sure that it is no longer within you to pass down to the future generations. That's what it's about. And if you're a person that's in there like, well, that's not going to affect me because I'm going to have kids. Is your community not your children? It's not very communal of you. So everybody must do the work. You get what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot of hard realizations when it comes to our parents, because there's some people who, with all due respect, right? But they follow blindly behind their parents. That's my parent. So they're adult and they know what they're talking about. And you're going to have a hard time realizing that maybe your parent wasn't always correct. Maybe your parent is acting off of trauma. Maybe your parent. So that is going to have to unravel, because it has to close. So many of you cannot be who you are until you free yourself from your parents, until you free yourself from the trauma, the hurt, and all of the things that are being passed down in your lineage and within your bloodline. Now, I am also, like I think I said, I am a spiritualist. I work with the blood. I work with the magic. I see those curses. I see those hexes. I see what is in your bloodline. And I'm telling you from my expertise, from my expert opinion, for someone who has done this, people have I always use this example, not to brag, but to push a point. People pay me to do this. People aren't going to give their money to something that does not work, period. I know I wouldn't. So as somebody who has done this professionally, I am telling you that your blood, what is it within you, your DNA, who you were connected with through blood, that 100% does matter. It 100% does matter. You're wondering why you can't get ahead and can't get ahead and can't get ahead and can't get ahead. It's something that is within your bloodline that is pulling you back. And sometimes it's because, baby, you're going too fast. You're going too fast because you're molding yourself to these man-made constructs and timelines. You're trying to get ahead and stack money and be on top and be the best and the greatest. And before you reach 30, you're doing, whoa, who told you that 30 is old, or 20, late 20s is old, or your 40s or your 50s or your 60s or even your 70s is old? Who told you that? Too old to learn, too old to grow, to evolve? Who told you that? Who told you that? Programming, brainwashing. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, spin spells. Yeah, let's talk about it. So with that, you have to deal with what is within you so that you can move forward. And a lot of us don't realize how much we are holding on to our past as our identity. We are rooted in the past and we think that's who we are. We think what we have gone through, what we have been through is us. That we think that has to define everything that we are, and that's not true. That's not true. And the year of the snake is here to show you that. Surrender to the change or continue the loop. Period. So the first thing is parents. And also when you start to, let me tell you the benefits of it, right? Because you're like, okay, all of that, fine. The benefits, because some of y'all, you're like, but what am I going to get out of it? I'm going to give it to you, Pookie. Your inheritance. What is due to you via your birthright. Look, a lot of people, especially us, we're making jokes about how during the eclipse, we had gifts that were activated. I never was joking. I was trying to find the key in it all. I said, yeah. Mm-hmm. They told you not to look up at the eclipse direct. I ain't wearing no glasses, baby. I'm not scared. I wear glasses. I already have poor eyesight. And I trusted God because God was like, you better look at this event that is a once in a lifetime. You better look at it. Sure did. I was out there with my husband, our dog. Everybody was out there, and listen and hear me well. Something happened with that eclipse. Everybody came together, regardless of race, gender, any sort of identity, whatever. Everybody came out there together, outside, to enjoy this moment. The vibration and the frequency of the planet was high that day. It was elevated. And if you were in the mindset of understanding this is bringing about divine change, then you unlocked your inheritance. You unlocked your inheritance because you understand that there was something special about that day. Even if you didn't have all the details and that's okay. You just knew that there was something about that day. There was something deeper. There was something deeper to it. That was your gifts that were within your bloodline freeing themselves. And I told people, you know what this is going to look like? All of a sudden you can cook. You never really were a good cook, and now you can cook. All of a sudden you have an interest in being a carpenter, or starting to build wood, or I don't know, working with your hands in ways that you've never worked with your hands before. All of a sudden you're getting up and you're dancing and you're actually really good at it. All of a sudden you want a diet shift and a diet change, and those were your gifts unlocking. What is due to you via your birthright has come back to you. Now you have to claim the gifts. You have to claim the gifts. And I tell people how you claim the gifts is through your day-to-day decision making, your lifestyle, your habit, your environment, your mindset. That is going to determine if you are going to get your gifts or not. It's your choice. It's your choice. They're there. They're there, but it's your choice. So, that is another reason why, or where was I? I kind of got lost, but that's okay. So basically during this eclipse, there was a lot of, bloodline gifts that were unlocked, and inheritance. That's what it was. Thank you. Inheritance. So as you begin to heal things that are within your bloodline, you will start to see this materialize, because what is in the spiritual will happen in the physical. In the spiritual, it is already there. It is already sorted out. You've been doing the work. It is well deserved. It is yours. You can claim it. As you begin to raise your vibration in your frequency, you then put yourself in alignment to receive the gifts come manifest, come material. You get what I'm saying? Are we following? We here? Okay. So you will start to see a lot of inheritance coming through for you this year. You will gain the material. That is an afterthought. People put that at the forefront, and that's where they mess themselves up. I gotta get some material. I gotta get the material, because you're acting off of what you think you should have, what you think that you want, what you think will make you look good, what you think, and you're thinking, when baby, you really should just be trusting. You should be tapping in deeply and seeing what is for you. Each of us individually From bloodline to bloodline to bloodline, to lineage to lineage to lineage, to community to community to community. We're all different things. African Americans are not going to get the same things as other people from Africa. Do you get what I'm saying? Because people from certain countries in Africa didn't have to go through the slave trade. Their karma is not our karma. So we are going to inherit different things. So it is important that you are in tune with your bloodline and your lineage. So that brings us to the next point, your ancestors. Honor your ancestors. It doesn't have to be an altar and all of this stuff. Honor your ancestors. Thank you. I thank you for walking the path before me because I am now here. I thank you for your joy, your warmth, your love, your good cooking. I thank you for your presence, your essence, your ability to be resilient again and again and again and again. I thank you for your guidance that I don't even realize that you are providing for me each and every single day. I thank you. I thank you. It is thanks. It is gratitude. It is giving to your ancestors because I'm telling you, I don't know about y'all, but my granny, my granny was my everything. And she could easily tell me something ain't right there. Something ain't right over here. Go this way, don't go that way. She was wise counsel. She was wise counsel. So as she has transitioned, I know that I can lean on that wise counsel hereafter. Okay? She's going to open up the path for me, just like my other ancestors are going to open up the path for me. Let me tell y'all a little quick story. Man, y'all have to be careful with the ancestors. Y'all have to be, and this is a part of speaking my truth, right? Give me the strength. My grandmother's father tried to burn the house down when my great grandmother was pregnant with my grandmother. Okay, he tried to burn the house down. My grandmother adored her father. Regardless of all of that, my grandmother absolutely adored her father. So I'm like, okay, let me go look through pictures and see what ancestors need healing. Because this is another thing I want y'all to know as well. Don't be afraid. Connect with the pictures, even if you don't know the person, because look at how many ancestors, when Granny died or Papa died or whoever died, the pictures got tossed up into storage and we don't even know who these people are. They're forgotten. No one's setting offerings for them. No one's connecting with them and giving them a sweet, warm thought, right? So I was like, okay, let me look through these pictures. What ancestors are calling for healing? So I pick up a picture of my grandmother's father. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. He could probably use some healing. And for days on end, y'all, I was going through so much spiritual warfare. I was having dreams of an entity using my grandmother's voice. In the dream, I was going towards the door and it was my grandmother. She said, hey, baby, open the door. Hey. And immediately I knew something wasn't right there. I was like, no, like something don't feel right. Like I can feel it right here. Something's not right. And then all of a sudden her voice morphed into some. I said, what the? And the house started shaking and like something was trying to get in the house. I was having bad dream after bad dream. I had to put scissors underneath my bed. If you know, you know. I was trying to figure out like what's happening. Then it finally clicked. Not every ancestor means you well because they were not well. In this lifetime, they could have committed atrocities that you do not know about. They could have done evil that you could not even imagine. So when people are like, oh, your ancestors are demonic, some of them, in attitude and mindset, some of them. So you have to be very, very careful with ancestral work. I don't say that to scare you because I want you to be encouraged. I'm saying that to say, if you do not know what you're doing, be very, very careful. And luckily, again, for me, I will get those messages. Some people, somebody could have that picture up on their altar for years and then experience warfare and they don't even know why. Because I am who I am and because I have been gifted with the knowledge that I have, Spirit was able to communicate with me through dreams to let me know, take that off, take him off. So ancestors are a big thing, and wisdom, right? So you will learn, and that's what I pray for you. If you have a little oopsie like that, I pray that within those following days, Spirit will show you with clarity, and you will be able to receive the message so that you know what you need to know, because that could have been really bad. And some of those ancestors want to block the inheritance. They don't want you to have the gifts. They don't want you to have all of those things because, again, they're tormented inside. Their souls are still somewhere in the ether causing havoc, being pieces of shit, okay? Respectfully. So ancestors is a big thing as well this year. And then, so applying your wisdom. So that's where the knowledge comes in. If you're anything like me, you're a person who knows a lot about a lot. And baby, let me tell you something. When you know a lot about a lot, when you know what you know because you are in tune with your intuition, don't let these people psych you out of trusting your intuition. They will call you a know-it-all. They will say that you think that you're better than everybody. They'll say that there's a hierarchy. They'll say all kind of bullshit to get you to doubt your intuition, to doubt your inner knowing. Let that go. Let them have it. Let them have it. So with that, now it's going to be deeper than just knowing things. You're going to be presented with information that is going to help you materialize everything. You do deserve to get paid for your knowledge and your wisdom. You do deserve to benefit off of all of. You think that God is just giving you all of this information just so that you can hold on to it, just so that you can know it? No, baby. You're supposed to be swimming in some money. Yeah. Via our birthright. Mansa Musa. Rich, wealthy, gold. Hello. So with that, your wisdom and your knowledge is going to help you navigate this world. As we talk about these systems falling, as we talk about, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that on YouTube. F capitalism. The destruction of all of this stuff. When we talk about that, we need to be serious and we need to talk about how we are going to sustain ourselves. And for me, sustain our communities. How are we going to funnel back our wealth? How are we going to make sure that our neighbors and our neighbors' are good? How are we going to do this? Your knowledge and your wisdom, deeper than the educational system, because that's where people get confused. I'm educated. I have a degree. I have all of this stuff. Who gave you the curriculum? Under whose curriculum are you under? The same people that's been lying, deceiving, filled with greed and hatred in their heart? Not to say, and look, there's many of fields out there, but y'all know what I'm saying. I'm not going to over-explain myself. Y'all know what I'm saying. So your knowledge and your wisdom will help you build your own institutions, your own classes, your own whatever it is that you have of your own. It will help you build your own lane. It will help you be able to connect with people, because people like knowledge, people like wisdom, people like to learn from other people like to know how you relate to them and what you can provide for them, and that's okay, right? So your knowledge, your wisdom will catch up with one another so that you are able to get what you need to from this world and your time on this earth and yada yada yada. This is going to be the time of profound visions. Trust your visions. Trust your visions. What is coming to you, what you see for yourself, what you see for other people, what you see for the world around you, trust that. Trust that, because this is wisdom. This is wisdom. I want you to read the Bible. I don't have the verse on hand, but just look up the Bible verse about wisdom, right? So it's more precious than gold and silver. It is a treasure. It is a gift. So yeah. Let me think. What else is coming up? 9-year. Oh, collaboration, community. People have been talking about it. Y'all have to put yourselves out there. People have to know who you are. You want people to see your art and to see you and to hear you and all, but who are you? Who are you? This is the year that you are going to be decisive on who you are. You're going to figure out with certainty, unmovable about it, about who you are. You will know who you are, so other people will know who you are, so you can collaborate, so you can bring these visions to life. So you think that the divine is giving you all of these beautiful visions just for you to hold on to them and keep them? No! You're supposed to bring them into the world, whether it's film, whether it's art, whether it's whatever it is that you do. Whatever it is that you do. I'm gonna wrap this up. I thank you for being here. And again, I'm always right. So you'll see. You'll see. But thank you so much for just taking the time to hear me out. And I will be teaching classes very soon. I will be available for readings again very soon. I will be getting into a lot of things communally. I'm an artist, so never let them know your next move, but you'll see. You just have to see.